Welcome, everyone. Today, we're here to discuss how students like us are using generative artificial intelligence tools in our university studies. I'm here with Saddir, Chloe, and Adele. Today, I really just want to learn about your experiences of using generative AI and also learn about the benefits and the limitations of using it. I want to start with you, Chloe. What was your personal use of generative AI tools?
So I mostly use the generative AI tools for refining my language and text. For example, when I'm sending an emails or message from my emails draft, I just put them into the ChatGPT and ask them to revise my grammar or maybe revise my tone if I think my tone maybe is not too appropriate. And they would generate a result for me that help me to deliver my message fair.
What about you, Saddir?
Well, I basically use it in every aspect of my life, like even sometimes to small chat with it, And I also customize it. I do it a lot for getting specific, responding specific context. For example, in most cases, it doesn't give us the reply we want, right? It feels like reasonable, but just not right. So we can filter the information by tell it what we want and restrict the area in the prompts in the setting. Then it saves a lot of time in the rest of your work.
So it becomes more efficient when you filter out certain
more
information.
acceptable.
I see. What about you, Adele?
When I used it, we had a lecture and we were using it to ask it to critique this journal article. And then a lot of the time we were noticing as a class, it was just coming up with fake results, fake references. You had to check it all the time. And it was so you had to do so much for it to come up with anything useful to actually use. So I think you should always balance your GenAI use with people and actual original thinking.
So would you say that if you balance it, would you say that it's efficient to use it? Or
I think it can be, but not for everything, obviously. I think the best ideas come from you.
Yeah. What do you think AI performs the best in when it comes to a creative standpoint?
I find it really fun in my spare time to kind of use it for all kinds of things. It's like a springboard. So I really like to cook. So whenever I'm meal prepping and I'll have something's going off in the fridge, so I'll be what's a recipe with tomatoes? And then it will tell me, and then I know what I like and what's good in a recipe. So I'll edit and personalize some bits. I've got lots of photos. My phone background is a photo I've taken, and then I've kind of edited it with GenAI to put it in a specific style that I wanted. So I think it's really fun to use GenAI for creative uses, as long as it's not GenAI is a predictive tool, so it can't create anything really by itself. It's just giving you what's already been. So I think as long as your own creativity and your voice and your ideas are coming through and they're the basis of it, I think GenAI is really fun to
It helps facilitate.
Yeah, I think it can be really cool to enhance things.
Let's dive a bit deeper into the efficiency of it. So you did talk about filtering out information.
Yeah.
How much more efficient do you think it is, if I'm a first-time user, by filtering out the information?
Well, as a beginner, maybe it won't be that efficient for you because, ChatGPT won't always follow your order. Yeah, you tell it to do something, it give you different reply, even if you had restricted the content.
It still needs a lot of tinkering from us.
Yeah. So you need a lot of practice to get used to how to edit those prompts.
Chloe, you did say that you used it for essays and language reviews. So how do you make AI-generated content sound more like you and more human?
I always make sure that the first draft was written by me, first of all. I don't just start with nothing and ask GenAI to generate an essay or an email to me, because I'm the person who know the best of that topics compared to the AI. And usually just use them to as a tool for me to refine the language. And sometimes I'm stuck to whether is it appropriate for me to present my message in this way, or maybe there's another way in using other language or vocabularies to present my message better, then GenAI would add a super tool for me to just make sure I improve the quality of my text instead of replace my own mind. So it's always about being critical and make the decision by yourself instead of just copying everything and rely on GenAI totally.
So you're saying it just needs a lot of refinement for it to be more personal.
Yeah. So for me, for example, when I'm like revising my emails and I need to change it to a formal tone, and sometimes ChatGPT changes too formal, and I know that I don't need to be that formal. So I need to okay, this sentence is good, so I will just take that. But that one is too formal. I'm not going to take that.
In what ways can AI-generated output be in lines with academic responsibility and conduct here in the university? What do you make sure? What do you use to ensure that it's in line with those conducts?
So I think similarly to what I use for the language reviews, always make sure that you write the first draft and don't rely on that. Even though generative AI seems really powerful, they give you a lot of information instantly, but they are based on database, and mostly the content could be incorrect and misleading. Mm-hmm. They may lie to you. So always be a critical user again, and make the decisions, revise what they give you, and then verify with the sources that you get by yourself.
Adele, for you, do you think that AI sometimes limits the creative process and makes it more inefficient?
I think I find it really inefficient because you do I don't use it a lot, so it takes me ages to go in and refine things, and then you've got to go and check things. I think it can be useful to kind of brainstorm different ideas, especially for creative ideas, but I think the best ideas always come from you. So it's good. Always stick to your ideas, but maybe let GenAI kind of springboard off them as well. But make sure the basis is you, obviously, yeah.
So that would be your biggest tip for someone who's using it for the first time, just to really personalize it.
Yeah, I think remember you do have the best ideas, and it's just a tool of a bunch of stuff that's come before, and it can be really useful. But remember, you know what you're doing. You're at university. You've trained. You've got all these skills and this knowledge. Use it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And for you guys, can you just give me one line of if someone is using it for the first time, and based on your experience, what is the one tip that you would give them, starting from you?
Be careful. Look at what they give it to you. Yeah.
And yourself?
Well, no matter what you do, you have to be know what you are doing. You know the subject you are doing, the field you must be familiar with, so you can identify did it lie or be honest. Yeah. It happens no matter did you customize it or not. So I think the best way to use AI is treat it, as a brainstorm partner, give you a spark, and that's it.
Have fun and practice.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for your input. To wrap things up, we agreed that AI is a powerful tool, but it's important to remember that it's just that. It's just a tool. It enhances our abilities, but it's important to maintain our own critical thinking, our own creativity. And we really appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope this discussion helped. Thank you.